Gold, so far for the day, traded in a no-trade zone as I discussed in our Asia and Europe session update few hours back that only a selling entry is below 2026 while a buying can be done above 2035-36, which is a greater resistance zone. And as expected, oil stayed bullish. It has achieved 71.4 levels, precisely the resistance zone as we discussed. I hope you all profited so far. So now what to expect from gold and crude oil with the US session when we have the NFP data coming in from US before the US session starts, and definitely it will bring volatility. So how to profit out of it, we will see with the help of charts and indicators. If you're new to the channel, do subscribe to the channel to get the latest updates. First we'll look into gold, followed with oil. Watch till the end. Let's start. Now look at the hourly charts here. See, it is being gold is trading within the narrow zone. 2026 levels so far have provided it a good support here. And if you look at after the drop, see the reversal sign, the drop, the retracement, couple of retracement candles, and again it is trying to stay bearish. I will wait for it to either break below now 2024 levels or on the upside above 2034 levels. Yes, if it stays above this zone, possibly we can see a breakout. We can wait for a breakout. Stochastic flat, MACD is divergent and bearish. RSI is almost staying flat here. Coming to 2-hour chart. Now look at 2-hour charts, higher lows, higher highs. After the drop, this is retracement. And once it breaks out beyond 2034 levels and then 2036 levels, these two levels are going to play an important role. Beyond 2034-36 zone is where we can look forward to more bullishness, where my target is going to be around 2040. And if it stays above 2040-42 zone, then more bullishness may prevail. On the 2-hour charts here, yes, it is getting support at around the same zone here, 2026-2024. Very, very strong support here. Stochastic has dropped, MACD is in a retracement mode, and now it is on the verge of a crossover for sell. So if it does crossover from here, certainly more bearishness may prevail. RSI is staying flat on the 3-hour chart. Now see, on the 3-hour charts, after the drop, gold has been trading in a very, very narrow zone. Now this is retracement, almost staying flat. In general, it continues the trend. Once it gives a breakout, in general, it continues the trend. But right now, we have to wait for it to give a breakout. Either which way, see, it can give a breakout on the upside as well, and in fact it can show a swing as well. But in general, it continues the trend once it gives a breakout here. So we have to be very, very careful here. Stochastic looking down, MACD has retraced as well. It is trying to converge crossover, but it is still in green. RSI almost staying flat. On the 4-hour, now looking at 4-hour chart, see consolidation going on here. We have to just wait for a breakout. A breakout is going to be a stronger one. Now look at preceding 3 candles here. See a flat top here, suggestive of a resistance here on the upside. Yes, there is a stronger resistance on the up. Also look at the preceding candle. This was a swing candle here. It has got a long tail. This candle has started flat, and possibility exists that this candle may drag it little down. But still, I will say that we should not treat gold as bearish as long as 2018-2022 zone is respected. We should not be treating gold as bearish. Yes, it is waiting for a breakout, and the breakout could be either which ways here. Be careful here. The breakout could be either which ways. Stochastic looking down, MACD. Now see, MACD is still almost flat. It is in green. It can cross over for a sell. Yes, see from where it is coming from an extremely high levels, and it has a further scope for the downside. But right now it is in green and it is looking forward to further retracement. RSI is staying flat. Coming to the daily. Now, before we look into the daily charts and I give you the trading levels and strategy, if you want to learn this art of trading, you can join my mentorship batch. 28 batch is announced. You can be part of it. Register yourself now itself. Reach out to me for more details. My Telegram and email IDs are mentioned in the channel and video description. Also, you can be part of my signals channel on Telegram, where trading as per the signals you can definitely benefit. And yes, most important, we have a webinar coming in this weekend where on this Sunday, we are going to discuss what to expect from the markets in the coming week. We will take a holistic view of across indices, commodities, and the dollar. And I will give you a holistic picture of the markets move next week. Yes, it is a free webinar. Do register for it. The link is there in the communities tab of my channel. Also, you'll find it in the channel and video description. And yes, you can get the details there in my free Telegram channel as well. Do join it or do visit my platform www.forexwonder.com for more details. Now look at the daily chart. See, gold is getting support here on the downside 2020 levels, which is a 20 period moving average, giving it a very, very good support. Second observation here, see preceding candle was a swing candle and with a greener body, smaller body here. The candle today started in at lows and continued on the upside. Now this is the consolidation zone. This is the consolidation zone where we have to be careful. 2020, 2040, larger consolidation zone, but this is the zone where we have to be extremely careful about the next move for gold. And thus it has to give a breakout either which ways, either staying above 2040 or trading below 2020. We have to be careful around these levels. Yes, it can give you good swings here in this zone. If you look at stochastic, this has come to oversold levels, while MACD, now this is important. See, MACD has crossed over at top, only couple of red candles, and it has scope for it to continue on the further downside. Now, I have shown something in each of my analysis since last few days. See the double top here, see the double top here. And what is the result of the double top is a following movement on the downside. So symmetrical movement here, and right now it is looking downwards, so there is a probability that it can reverse and trade bearish and it can yield a red candle. RSI is flat. Thus, considering this, I will recommend you to buy here at 2035 levels or 2036 levels. Yes, 2035, 2036 certainly a good resistance, and above this zone you can expect it to move towards 2040, 42 levels, the first resistance on the upside. And this is going to play an important role in deciding which direction gold wants to take. Beyond 2042, we are looking at 2048 and plus. And beyond 2048, certainly we are looking at 2054, 55, and then 2060 as the next targets. On the downside, I will recommend you to sell here at 2026 or 2024 zone. This is a zone where we have the first support levels for gold, 2024, 26, and then below that 2018, 2020. Any drop below 2018 is a signal that it is having a bear attack, and we are going to look forward to more crash on the downside towards 2014, 2010, 2004 and 2000 levels. Yes, it has a potential for a further drop as well. See, right now it is taking the support from the 20 period, but we have seen good enough divergence on gold, and once it breaks below 2000, there is more bears waiting, chances for which appears to be less, but these are markets. So take your positions accordingly. Do not trade between 24, 26 zone and 34, 36 zone. Trade accordingly. Now let's have a look at crude oil. See, look at crude oil. I had mentioned earlier in my update and that possibility of crude oil to retrace on the upside as long as, see, 71, 72 zone, certainly a greater resistance zone. It has moved towards 71.4 levels. Now what it has done, if you just make a trend line here, you will find it has been trading in this zone. The high is now at around 71.8, 72 levels, and can get achieved if the price is again stays above 71 levels. Certainly more bullish momentum may prevail. Right now it is taking the support from the 20 period moving average here. Stochastic has dropped. MACD is in green, trying to converge a bit, but it has not yet crossed over, and it has seen a good enough rise. Look at this. Now there is a possibility of a crossover on sell side, but right now it is not showing much of the signs. RSI has dropped as well. Coming to 2 now look at 2-hour charts. It has been trading in this channel, bullish channel here, achieved the bottom. Now if you see it is staying below 70.4, we can again initiate a selling position here and expect it to move towards 70, the next support levels. Below 70.4 levels, more bearishness may prevail, and you can expect a further sharper drop which can take it on the downside towards 69.6 and 69 levels. Yes, greater support exists there. See, after the drop, this is the retracement which is going on. It is not yet breached the highs at 72, 73. Reversal confirmation is only if it stays above 72, 73 zone. Stochastic has dropped. MACD is in green. It is trading with divergence. It is trading bullish, looking upwards, but too much of divergence calls for it to converge, which suggests a little bearishness. RSI has dropped as well. Coming to 3-hour. Now look at 3-hour chart. The preceding candle was a swing candle here. See, lower lows, higher highs. This makes 70.4 on the downside very, very good support, and resistance on the upside above 72 levels. Yes, we can find it getting resistance at 71.8, 72 zone. Very strong resistance there. Now 20 period moving average at 70.8 also is a good resistance for it to break past by. So I will wait for oil to stay above 71. If you see the lower prices above 71, we can initiate a buying position there. Stochastic was overbought, trying to cool down. Now look at MACD. This is crossed over at bottom, trying to trade with divergence, trying to look upwards, but too much of divergence calls for it to converge. Let's see if it does a crossover or continues to stay bullish from here. RSI comfortable. Coming to 4 hour. Now look at 4 hour charts. I have mentioned here that see this was the divergence of the price from the moving average. The moving average climbed down while the price has climbed up. Yes, this is how it has achieved the targets here. And this also becomes a greater resistance zone for crude oil. Now look at these two candles. See, flat bottom suggests that there is a support lying at 70.4. Thus, only bearishness is if you see it staying below 74.4, else it can climb to the highs here, and else it can achieve the highs here at 71.6, 72 zone. Yes, it has a potential for it. Stochastic was overbought, trying to cool down a bit. MACD has crossed over at bottom, trying to trade with divergence and bullishness looking upwards. It has a scope for it to rise further. RSI oversold, and it has come out of the oversold zone recently. Coming to the daily. Now look at the daily chart. See too much of divergence here on the moving averages. That is a bearish sign here. All of 20, 50, 100 have crossed over and layered one over other. Next is, see, oil has come out of this sideways movement in which it was trading. It has given a strong breakout. Now see, after staying bearish for a while, look at yesterday's candle. What has yesterday's candle done is a long tail on the, and yes, it was trading outside Bollinger Bands. That is where we can see it closing in green almost at the top of the Bollinger Bands. Now today what it has done, it has stayed in green, it has continued on the upside. What possibly can happen? See, it is, these are markets, anything is possible. First of all, note this. Those who think that it is going to be unidirectional, it is going to trade in one direction, look at the swing levels here. Where is the median here? See, 69 to 70.4 movement here, and the 70.2, 70.4 is the support zone. Thus the median is somewhere at 70.2, 70.4, and the support is somewhere here at 69.8, 69.6. So this is the zone where even if it tries to drop, first support levels at 70.4, 70.2, and then at 69.6, 69.8 zone should come into picture. This is the zone you should watch out for. Achieving these levels, yes, oil can again reverse and again climb on the upside. Now look, too much of divergence of the price on the from the moving average calls for it to converge strongly. I have drawn it earlier in my morning update also that oil might try to trade in this fashion, where moving averages will climb down, the prices might climb up towards 70 to 73. So yes, it has a potential. Stochastic is oversold, trying to recover. The MACD is still bearish. Remember, the MACD is already at bottom. It has seen the peak. Potentially we can see it converging, which means a greener candle today. RSI at bottom. So considering this, I will recommend you to buy crude oil today at 71 levels and expect it to move towards 71.4, 71.6 first resistance zone, and then 72 as the next targets. Beyond 72, we can look forward to a further rise. It has a potential for 72.38, 72.68, and 73 levels. Yes, this is the strongest resistance for crude. If it tries to fly from current level, 72, 73 is the greatest resistance. So be careful that around those levels. On the downside, I will recommend you to sell at 70.4 levels. 70.4, 70.2 is a good support zone. Below that, 69.8, 69.6 is the next support zone. And if you see it is staying below 69.6, consider that as a bearish breakout. We are looking forward to 69 and below levels. Chances for which appears to be less. Possibly we can see a little more recovery. Take your positions accordingly. Like, share, subscribe, and comment. Join my mentorship batch and signals channel. Reach out to me for any of your trading and training queries. Also, visit the platform forexonline.com for more details on the markets, the economic calendar, and the charts. Everything is available there. You can also schedule a call there with me. And yes, do not miss to register for the webinar coming Sunday. That's a great opportunity to interact and understand the behavior of markets. All the links are there in the channel and video description and the communities tab. Thank you very much. Have a great profitable trading day ahead. Thank you.